Hi! This is the video that everybody's been waiting for. We are going to go through Shelley.
Just an itty bitty ditty about a couple on the road, driving an RV, pulling a toad. No place special to roam, not looking for a home. Won't you come along with us? We are RPlaceTravels.
So this is Shelley. I'm going to introduce you to her and show you all about her. This is, we travel around the country, and this is our home. We stay in here. This is basically this whole wall here, from here over, is the slide. This whole thing slides out, which will show you how that works when we get to the inside. But down here is the generator. So we have generator power. If you ever need power for anything, just turn on the generator. There's a switch on the inside that we can use, that we use to turn it on, or you can turn it on manually here. Right in here is this storage compartment. I could basically keep some extra tools and things like that in here, but these storage compartments are pretty deep. As you can see, they go back pretty far, and each one has a light in it. But so this little one here I just use for little odds and ends, tools, things like that. And this is our dumps. This is where we always hook up our Stinky Slinky. Hook it here, and then our gray tank pull, our black tank pull. So here we have a little shower. It's just a little, you want to wash your feet or something like that, you take the hose out and wash your feet, or whatever you want to use it for. Truth is, we've never haven't even used it yet. This here is the vent for the water heater. Basically the water heater here, every maintenance we have to drain it every year, or every 6 months or so, or winterize it or whatever. It's just a little maintenance in here. It's basically just a water heater. Refrigerator vent. Furnace vent. This is our electrical hookup. It's how we hook up our power, AC power. And I keep all these cords and everything, I keep them in here. And as you can see, they're pretty deep. This is where I keep all the electrical hoses and electrical cords and things like that. Fill it up with gas. And then here we have this is our city water. We hook up our city water here, incoming city water. This tank here is where we put the when we're on the road, we don't have any water. It's got a holding tank that's under the bed that we put 40 gallons. I think we fill that with water. When we're on the road, we need water or something like that. And then here is just a hose you hook when you're flushing your toilet system, your sanitation system. You hook up the hose to this, and it flushes it all out for you. So those are our hookups here. In here, this whole big compartment it's under our bed. This whole compartment, we keep all our junk in here. But I'm going to open all 3 doors. You'll see how big this thing is. It's pretty huge. And there's a door on the other side. As you can see, it's pretty huge. We have about inside, we have this one here is we keep all our our black tank hoses and fittings and stuff like that. We kind of keep it as a sealed tank, so that's what we store in there. But we have about 3 of these size containers in here that we got from Walmart. We have about 4 or 5 of these type containers that we got from Walmart. Plus we got odds and ends, other stuff in there that we keep. Well, that's a pretty big compartment. We keep most of our stuff in there. Some of our stuff, like we have some games and things in here that we keep in this one. This one here, we have all the, this is all just for the tools for hooking up the dolly. We have all the, basically all the tools we need for the dolly. Blackstone, that's our grill. 17-inch Blackstone, it's a great grill. And all the tools from the Blackstone, the spatulas and things like that. This here is this was a gift, which we use a lot. It's actually an ice maker, right there. And when we're going to do a complete setup, most of this stuff comes out and it all gets set up in the campsite. This is some odds and ends. These are, we drive up on them to level the RV out. I have some tool boxes that I use a lot, of basically all the tools that I carry around that we use. There's a, which I'll show you the one on the other side has a table, but this is just a cover. But it has this panel here. If you can see it here. Underneath there's actual storage underneath there. We actually, it's a pretty big spot. We actually keep our boat. We have a kayak, an inflatable kayak, and I keep it in there. So, so there's even you have all this storage. There's even storage underneath. There's also another one. Yeah, there's another one, small. So you see another small storage here. Again, you know, they're fairly deep, and we can, you know, we keep stuff underneath it fairly deep. So we have storage here. This one back here is actually, it's made for the tire, but there's no spare tire. So we keep storage underneath there. So you know, there's a lot of storage in this thing. And if come around this way, this one here actually has this one here is actually a table. If you come around here, you look at it here. This is actually a table. We take the table out and we can use the table, but we have storage underneath here. We keep the mat, the big mat that we use, and some extra chairs and stuff. We keep that's our tent. It's actually a screened-in porch tent that we use. When we're all set up, we have the whole campsite set up. We set the tent up. We do a lot of our cooking. We set the Blackstone up in there and table up in there. And then this ladder, obviously that's the way we get up on the roof. And I do everything we need to do up there. We clean it up and everything. And a lot of maintenance goes on up there. But you can actually go up there and walk around on the roof. You know, our website and our YouTube channel. So, okay, and on the side. Alright, we have this here is our gas hookup for a grill. We usually add a hose and we hook up our grill to our Blackstone. So that's gas. This is another good sized compartment that we put all our water stuff that we hook up. We keep in this compartment. And as you can see, there's lights in there. But each one has a light. But the compartments are pretty big. Everything we keep in here, which we have hooked up if you saw it over there, but all that water stuff goes in there. That's our water compartment. A couple outlets by the door. There's the door. Have another compartment here, which we keep odds and ends in there, some extra shoes and stuff like that. So we keep in this compartment. This compartment here is our propane. So we have the refrigerator's propane, the stove's propane. Obviously that outlet over there is propane for the grill. So that's for propane. And this one here is the outside television. Believe it or not, that's our third television in this unit. We have 3 TVs, sound bar, and it comes out, and we actually put a Velcro DVD player to the back, so if we wanted to watch a movie or something on there, we could. Okay, and And then we have the awning. Switch inside. Now Cindy will show you the inside.
Hi. Come on in. Welcome to our home. This is our bed, the bunk that the kids usually use when they're coming and that. So we have the ladder up there, some storage stuff in that. And then down here is where we drive the RV and that. So right now we have our washing machine up here, the laundry, and just the different things for the laundry. We usually keep like the vacuum up here. What I'm going to try to do is make a curtain that goes back here, so it'll kind of block it off. So it's going to be kind of like a utility closet that we'll probably be using it from. We'll show you what it looks like when we're traveling and the washing machine is in the bathroom. And this is the way it looks right before we get ready to go somewhere. This is how we drive. This is what it looks like. We have a actual place for our camera to go while we're driving. This is our tire pressure monitor for all the tires that we have. We actually have a, let's see if we can pull it out. We have our GPS. We have a GPS that is just for RVs and that, so we put our height and our weight and everything, and it makes sure that we can get where we want to go safely in that. So, and then we have our glasses and our different things that we do up here and that while we're driving and that. So we try to be as comfortable as we can. So when we first had the RV and that, we pulled everything up. We pulled the seats out. We put sound deadening tiles in. I actually did it myself. So this is one of the upgrades that we'll go through later, and that we actually took the doghouse off and actually did all of that also in that. So it actually makes it a lot quieter in here while we're driving, and it actually makes the floor less hot because the engine's right here. And so this is our cab in that. So moving away from it, we actually have our sitting area, our dinette in that. So this is where we eat and we have our meals, and we actually have a TV. We upgraded the back of the TV to have there's a wire back here that we pull, and then the TV comes out and we can turn it where we want. It actually has a sound bar up on top so we can hear. There we go. And we can pull it back. And that, and we have the monitor here. Bob put this together so he actually can turn his computer on and actually use both the TV and the monitor when he's using his computer, which is really nice because it's nice and big for us. We have a drawer down here with a lot of nice storage, and everything's put together. Most of it's like office supply stuff that we can use in there. So we actually, inside of this one, this actual underneath this seat is a computer, is the PlayStation 4, and a copy machine. So the computer and the PlayStation, it's hooked up so it automatically will go on. Wow, that's an upgrade. You'll love to see that one. And that, so that it goes on automatically so that we can turn it on automatically. There is some fans down here to keep everything cool. Also down here we have a plug, and we have our carbon monoxide detector that we have down here, and some extra stuff. The table actually goes down, and we'll actually make another bed in that for us. So that's this little section here, and over here is this part up here we have is our storage for our food storage up here. All right, here we go. So these go up, and we've not had them open up while we've been driving and that, but we have all our little containers here and that are full with stuff. And then this, I'm so happy, Bob actually made this for me and that. So these are most of like our grains and stuff, and some extra stuff that we have up here and that. And so they actually pull out and go back in, and this just kind of made for that. And then this one just has our hats and has information from the that whole bag up here is everything that we bought for the when we bought the RV. So it has all of the diagrams in it, all the information that we'll ever need in it, and that. So that's this section. Over here is our couch. It's called a Jackknife Couch. This pulls out to be an actual bed, but I'm going to show you the best part of this couch is the storage underneath. Whoop. So this actually pulls up, and we have storage down here. So we do have some cans and food, and we have sweaters and just some storage stuff. I have my Instapot down here, and we also, on the other side here, we have our inverter down here. If you pull over here, you can see the inverter, and that's, so we have a place for that. The actual inverter lets us use the plugs when we don't have when we're not plugged in. So over here we have our keys that we keep up here, and our shoe racks. That's one of the things that is hard, is to find places for things. So everything has to have a place. So we put these up. Actually, we found them, and it's kind of cute because they have a little R on them and that for us. So of course I bought that right away. So it has two little sets for our shoes. Here are our flips for the awning and the lights. This one's a solar monitor, and this one's a battery monitor, and that. And then this is a heating vent that we have. While I'm showing you that, you might as well come on up here, and this is our air conditioning unit that's up here. And that we haven't used it too much in that, so that's kind of nice. Yeah, here. Okay, we'll do that. So over here is our panel that has all of our information for it, and that this is for our generator, and then this kind of goes through all of the different containers that we have down below, our black tanks and our gray tanks and our freshwater tank. It also has if we have enough propane, and so puts our slide in, our water pump, which we have to have if we're not hooked up to water. We fill up the fresh water tank, and they have to turn that on to use the water. And our water heater, it has you can do it on LP or on electric, depending on what we have available. Just like in your home, we have a thermostat, so it runs everything. We have our calendar here, which tells us where we're going to be at, what time we're going to be there. On to our kitchen. So this is my gigantic kitchen. If you can't tell, it is not gigantic. Here we go. So here is all of our dishes that we own. So there are plates in here, and our bowls. We have paper plates and paper bowls. and all the cups are up on top. Everything has to be kind of small so that we can fit it all in here in that. So up here we actually have, this is our hotspot that we use. That's how we get our internet. Right now we're using an AT&T Nighthawk, and it seems to work well. We've been using it for a long time now, but we'll kind of go through all the internet stuff with you, because we're kind of playing around with that to try to figure out if it works or not. What we're going to do. All our things that we use daily to wash up everything. We have 2 cutting boards. Bob actually made this bottom one for me to go over the sink, because I did not have one in that, so which makes it much easier. It kind of gives me an extra place to actually prep food in that. This one we use for vegetables and stuff. Then we're cutting things up. We have a lot of extra electric outlets here. We have electric outlets here. Here's all of our lights in that. Our microwave, it's just a regular microwave that we use. We have a 3-burner stove, and I use these on it because this piece is glass, and people have said that they've broken on them, so I try to use these things on them so that so they don't get broken in that. So, and then just a regular RV oven, which we found out that well, I don't think you could get a turkey in there in that. So, and under here is our pans. So we have some pans and some bowls that we use in the refrigerator. There's not really a lot of room for things in that. So over here we have all of our things to turn on our TV, and I have 2 drawers. It has the forks, the spoons, and the knives in it. And then over here, this is all I have to take with me so that I can open cans and have all my little extra things, my knives and scissors and all the little extras that you have. So I don't have very much room, but this is what I use every day, and I'm very happy being in my little kitchen. And we have freezer and a refrigerator. It's very small, but as you can see, it really holds an awful lot of things. So it's actually pretty full, and it carries everything in here that we want. So I was kind of worried that it was too small for us, but it is not. So I'm going to pull the wall in that the section from the kitchen to the dinette. That's as big as the wall is, and it makes all the difference in the world in that. So when we're parked, the wall is out and we've got room, and when we drive, we have to put the wall in. Okay, so this is how much space I have while we're driving. I can still reach everything. So down here, this is how much space we have to get to. While we're driving, we can get through to everything, to the bed, to the bathroom, to the kitchen. So when we stop, we can have lunch, and we don't have to take the wall out or anything. Off we are going to look in the bathroom. Towels and shower. Right now we don't have the washing machine in, so we get to use it while we're parked. Over here we have a medicine cabinet here, and it is gigantic in that. So we have an awful lot in here. these little blue containers I got from the dollar store, and it kind of separates everything. We can take things out and put them in. So there's that. There we go. Our sink and everything in here. Our towels, and that we have Turkish towels. We went ahead and got those. They dry very fast, which is really nice because we've been in a lot of humid weather in that, so we really need to have that. And over here is our underneath, and it's just got our chemicals and stuff in our clean. The toilets in the bathroom, they have a little foot pedal to use, and it's kind of interesting because most people go in and they don't know how to flush the toilet. And our toilet actually is sitting up because it's actually sitting on the wheel well. We showed you how the bathroom looked when we were parked, but when we travel, this is how we travel in that. So we put the washing machine in here, the clothes in here. We have our drying rack in here, and we actually also put our Brita water in here. So if it splashes around or something happens, it goes right down the drain. And then we just close it up, and we are all ready to travel. So now the end of the house is our bedroom, which this is it here, and I can slide through here. We actually have what they call a short queen. We went from a king size bed to a short queen, and it is we actually have a 8-inch mattress on here because we were trying to sleep on the mattress that it came with it, and they are correct. Anybody that tells you when you get an RV get rid of the mattress, they are correct. So these are the Betty sheets. There's like they actually zip open. They actually have the sheets and the top piece, and that it's like a sleeping bag almost. So to put it together, it's very nice. You just kind of zip it all. You zip it all up. You zip it all down at night. And so these beddies are wonderful. And the other thing I wanted to show you is what Bob put on here, because as we were traveling, the bed would go. It would be almost up against the wall by the time that we would get here. So he put these bicycle rack pieces on here, and it actually holds our bed up to the where it belongs, so it doesn't come up to the wall anymore. And that, so it's very comfortable at night. And that we have another TV in here. We actually have 3 TVs in the RV. You want to come a little closer? Both of us have this little table set that's here, and this is it's actually the wheel well that's here, but it is just wonderful because you can actually sit on it. It helps while you get dressed in the morning and that, so it's an extra little pad. That's the nice thing about this one that we picked out, this rig, the RV, is that there's a place here to get dressed. In that, a lot of them you actually have to go out somewhere else to get dressed. This actually there's a nice little spot that's here. I have 2 drawers on my side, and my clothes, I have rearranged my clothes a few times. I had a bunch of little containers and they didn't work. I had everything hanging up, it didn't work in that. So now I have a little set that's hanging up, and I have this this piece here that has like openings in it. And I have these little baskets that I pull in and out, so I feel like it's a little dresser drawers that I can actually pull them out and pull them back in, and it has everything that I need in them. And I got a little more shirts than I should have up here in that. So that's my closet. We don't have very much space, but we have just enough for us. On my side, I actually have a couple little hooks I have a little container that holds my phone and different things because I don't have a table on my side. So, but I get very warm at night. So I actually use this little fan, and I put it up on a hook right here, and I can actually turn the fan and blow it right on me if I want it, or just blow it to circulate air. All right, so we have two storage compartments here, and that, so we have some more clothes that are up here. Most of it is warmer clothes for us. Some things for storage. We have a Roku up here that goes with the TV. So we have some storage, and here we are on Bob's side. I'm letting him do his own little thing here. And then down here, he has a wonderful little table in that, which is great. Thank you for spending your time here with us on the inside of Shelley. If you have any questions, just let me know.
That's our rig. And we enjoy it a lot, so hopefully maybe we'll see you on the road.